and it was on this day the trade deadline started. Well, technically we could argue that the Donato trade was the calculus for the start of the trade deadline, but in my opinion, this is the best blockbuster trade we had. So, what happened? Ottawa Senators traded one of their big pieces away, but kinda not to who I was expecting, to be honest. Matt Duchene spent about a year and 3 months in Ottawa before he was traded, and that was all paid for in a first round draft pick, which probably is gonna be Jack Hughes or Capo Caco. Both probably not the best giveaways for Matt Duchene for that shorter time. But Matt Duchene is heading to Ohio and to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Not to forget Julius Bergman as well. He is also taking the same trips, but I don't know if he's going to play there, to be honest. Now, Columbus didn't get him for free, obviously, so what did they pay? They paid a first round pick, that's a good start, which is top 3 protected, which probably won't be in effect considering the Columbus Blue Jackets is quite close to the playoff, and this trade will definitely help them make the playoff. And if so, they miss it, they have to win the lottery, which again, it is a safety feature, but it's probably not going to be used. If it's activated, the Ottawa Senators will get their 2020 pick. Now that might actually go into effect anyways, because if he signs with the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Ottawa Senators will have this first round pick in 2020. In that case, if the top 3 protection is activated, then they would also get the 2021 first round pick from the Columbus Blue Jackets. So they get 1 first guaranteed and potentially 2 first rounders. Now they also get 2 other pieces. Vitaly Abramov, which is a prospect that I have heard of, who is supposed to have a really good ceiling. He did well in the queue, but haven't really done that well in the AHL this season. But it is his first in the bigger league, in a men's league, so you have to give him cut him some slack and see if he can develop into something. I could see him become something that could be useful, at least for the Ottawa Senators. I think he's like a B prospect, which is not bad considering all the other things that was in effect. They also get Jonathan Davidson, who I unfortunately doesn't know that much about, but he's also supposed to be kind of the same thing as Vitaly, where it's going to be around that B prospect, which maybe is a top 6, but probably not going to be a megastar. So overall, what the Ottawa Senators got for Duchene was a first round pick guaranteed, and then 2 prospects that might be turned into a top 6, top 9 player, which is decent, especially considering he probably wasn't going to sign with them anyway, so they got something for him rather than let him walk for free. Now they still have something to talk about with Stone, which is still a massive question if he will go to Winnipeg, if he will go to another team, but there's definitely a few questions there. So the winner of this trade, I actually think is hard to call, because the Columbus Blue Jackets right there get a good center. Right there have a center to play with Atkinson and Panarin. Right then and there. That's the first line. You can put Dubois down and then start making a lineup from there. You have a good center call all of a sudden, which I know is something that the Columbus Blue Jackets have actually lacked for quite a while. So this helps them right there. The Ottawa Senators, well, they keep doing the rebuild, which equally makes Colorado happier, because that means they will be equally bad, so they will definitely get a first round pick out of that. And when I say first round pick, I meant the first overall pick, because I'm dumb and I don't want to edit that back. I think it makes sense for both teams to make this trade. This season has not gone as well as Ottawa's hope. They definitely hope that they would be like at least 6 lowest, something like that they might not be a playoff team at all. I don't think that was ever the calculation. But I don't think they were expecting to be the lowest team, and it definitely has turned out that way, and it's sad for them. But they missed some defensemen, they missed some goaltending, they have actually had the scoring, but they missed a bit of depth scoring. So the Ottawa Senators is a weird case, but this is basically them saying, okay, the season hasn't gone to plan, we need to try and just get some draft picks and like sell out some guys and say, okay, take our losses rather than just losing for nothing. I think it makes sense for the Ottawa Senators to do this. They get some good pieces, they get the first, they get an actual pick to build from the future with maybe him and Brady Tkachuk, and that is at least something that they can go for, as well as having something in the defense with Litera and Chabot. There is pieces in Ottawa, they just need to manage them right, and I think this was a good step in the right direction. But who did you think won this trade? Since I'm on the fence and sitting on the fence like massively, who did you think won this? Did you think Ottawa won the trade? Did you think Columbus won the trade? Let me know, and let me know why as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.